Chelsea, you still awake?
Why, yes, Hannah, yes I am. Which is somewhat out of the ordinary considering, it's almost midnight.
I know, but I had to message you. It's been forever since we've had a good little chat. Summer break totally ruins my sense of time. I haven't seen your face in 2 weeks?
It's definitely been a while since we don't really see each other much, other than when we're dropping off our kids.
Exactly. We're all just drifting like dandelions in the wind. That's why I'm so glad we'll finally get to catch up next weekend.
What's happening next weekend?
Your daughter's birthday lunch at Jaja & Co., right? I heard all about it from the other kids. What a darling idea. We're so excited for it.
I'm sorry, what?
Oh, you don't have to fuss. We'll handle our own transportation and everything. Just tell the restaurant to expect a few more chairs. Honestly, you're doing us a favor. We've been dying to try that place.
I think you misunderstood. That lunch is just for close family, as in both sets of grandparents, my husband, our daughter, and me. That's all.
Oh, don't be silly. We're practically family. We share the same last name, remember? That makes us honorary relatives.
I mean, ours isn't really all that uncommon of a name. And no matter how many times you've asked me, I'm not related to any of your relatives. We've already been through a full list of your cousins, aunts, uncles, grandparents, and great-grandparents.
Still, it feels meaningful. Plus, our daughters are basically sisters at this point. I thought it'd be strange not to be invited, honestly.
I appreciate the sentiment, really, but it's a small, private lunch. We only reserved for 10.
So just call them and make it 12, or 13. It's whatever, right? What's the difference? They can scoot some tables together. Jaja & Co. is used to VIPs.
Hannah, the dinner reservation has already been made. We made it weeks ago. I can't change it now.
So you're saying we're not welcome?
I'm saying I'm grateful that you'd want to join us, but this meal is just for family.
Wow, I go out of my way to show love for your child, and this is how you repay me?
I'm not repaying anything. I just said thank you. But that doesn't mean we're opening the table to unexpected guests.
Unexpected? I am not some stranger off the street. I am a pillar in the preschool community. I buy all the raffle tickets, I organized last year's field trip, and I always bring snacks to parent meetings. Always.
I didn't mean to offend you. I'm just asking for a little space. This lunch is something we do every year. It's meaningful to our family.
And yet you booked a luxury steakhouse. Kind of a strange choice for something intimate, don't you think?
My parents-in-law requested it. It's one of their favorite spots.
Then we'll just slide in quietly. You won't even know we're there. No speeches, no singing, I promise. We'll clap politely from the corner when the cake comes out.
Please don't. I mean it.
You're being awfully cold, Chelsea. I'm starting to think you don't want us there at all.
I've said that politely multiple times. I'll tell you again, just so there's no room for confusion. You are not invited to come with us. Is that clear?
Oh, come on. You'll feel completely different when you see how happy my boys are to surprise your daughter. They've already made cards. It would break their hearts not to bring them.
Please don't use your children as bargaining chips. If they really want to give them to her, they can do it at school.
So, just to confirm, noon next Saturday at Jaja & Co. on Brixwood?
You are not invited.
Got it. Can't wait.
Hannah, I mean it. We won't have room. We won't be able to accommodate you.
Nonsense. We'll manage. I'm bringing an extra folding chair in the trunk just in case. You'd be surprised how useful those are. See you then. Chelsea, we need to talk.
We do? Then you might want to pick a better conversation opener than we need to talk. Because that's a pretty good sign that whatever you want to talk about isn't exactly something I want to hear. But okay, I'll bite. What is it, Hannah?
So I just heard something very interesting about your little lunch at Jaja & Co.
Okay, what about it?
Don't play dumb with me. You changed the plan, didn't you?
I don't know what you're referring to.
I heard it's now all you can eat at a place like that. Wow, bold move. What brought that on?
Nothing, really. I'm more confused about why you would know about that.
Because if you're treating everyone, then naturally, for us, it becomes all you can eat too, doesn't it?
I'm sorry, but I never agreed to treat you. I thought I was clear. This isn't an open invitation.
Well, clearly something changed because I also found out that you moved the reservation. You were originally going to the location on Brixwood, but you moved it to the one on West Main. Imagine if we'd gone to the wrong one. Honestly, you could have said something.
Okay, this is just way too weird. How do you know that?
Oh, please, don't underestimate me. I have ears everywhere, and children talk. You'd be surprised what they repeat.
That reservation change was something only my husband and I knew. We haven't even told the rest of the family yet.
Well, then maybe you two should be more careful. Sneaky little tactics like that won't work on me.
This isn't about sneakiness, it's about privacy, which is something I've asked you to respect more than once.
Privacy? Oh, Chelsea, don't be so dramatic. It's a lunch, not a military operation.
A lunch to which you are not invited. That hasn't changed either.
Doesn't matter how many times you change the location or the time or the number of guests. I'll find out. I always do.
Okay, you're stepping up the creep factor pretty significantly now.
Can't wait to see you next weekend. Tell your daughter to save me a seat, preferably one near the window. I like natural light while I eat. It's better for digestion, or so I've heard.
Yeah, right. Now, if you'll excuse me, I need to go text my husband in a panic.
She knows, Jack. She found out about the location change.
Wait, what? How? We didn't tell anyone yet, not even your parents.
I know, that's why I'm losing it. How could she possibly know?
Are you sure she wasn't just guessing?
No, she said it outright. She knew we switched from the Brixwood to West Main. She even mentioned the fact that we upgraded to the all-you-can-eat plan.
That doesn't make any sense. You and I are the only ones who even knew about that change.
I didn't tell a soul. I haven't even messaged my sister yet.
The only thing I can think of is maybe I slipped up at the preschool meeting?
How?
I had my calendar open while the teacher was talking. Maybe she was behind me. Maybe she peeked at my phone. I don't know, but somehow she saw something.
Okay, breathe. First of all, this isn't your fault.
She literally said, doesn't matter how many changes you make, I'll find out. Who says that?
A crazy person?
Right?
This isn't about lunch anymore. She's inserting herself into a private family event and acting like you're the one being rude.
I want to cancel the whole thing, Jack. I don't want to move it again. I don't even want to go now.
That might only make it worse. If she's tracking changes, she'll just follow the next one.
Then what? What do we even do?
I'll call the West Main manager. Remember him? High school classmate? The guy who brought us that free dessert last year?
Right, I forgot about him.
He told me once about a similar mess. Apparently, someone's mother-in-law tried to crash a retirement party. Ever since then, they've been more cautious with private bookings.
So you think he'll help?
I think if we explain, he'll at least make sure she doesn't get near our table.
Oh, please call him now. Like right now. I wouldn't put it past her to show up early.
Already dialing.
Hey, just wanted to give you a little update. We're here at Jaja & Co. already. We went ahead and got here a bit early, to beat the rush. The hostess was so nice, she seated us right away. We went ahead and started eating. Hope that's okay. Didn't want the food to get cold. They brought out that marbled steak first. You really went all out this year, huh? It practically melts on the tongue. Food really does taste better when someone else is paying, especially steak this good. Anyway, we're having a fabulous time. Can't wait for you all to get here. Oh, and don't worry, we'll make sure to leave something for you. Unless, of course, we get too hungry. You know how kids are. Chelsea? Hello, it's been over an hour. You're really going to be late to your own daughter's birthday lunch? Oh, that's kind of inconsiderate, don't you think? Just so you know, the steak's already been served. They didn't want to delay the courses, which I completely understand. These high-end places have tight schedules. So we just went ahead and started. The meat looked amazing, and it would have been a crime to let it go cold. We did you a favor, really. Took care of it all, every last bite. Oh no, you're actually at the restaurant? Oh, please don't eat any more. I need to explain. Anyway, the kids were starving, and honestly, waiting another minute would have been cruel. They're devouring the sides now, too. That cheesy garlic mash was to die for. Oh, and just a heads up, if you end up showing up and there's nothing left, you'll just have to place another order. That'll be on you, of course. I mean, since this is technically your treat. Hannah, you really need to listen to me. I'll have to stop you there. They just brought out another platter. I think it's Wagyu this time, or maybe ribeye. Either way, I need to concentrate. I'm turning off my phone now. I really want to savor this moment. We'll chat later. Bon appetit to us! Chelsea, you're seriously not here yet? It's been another hour. You're really pushing it. The reservation time is going to be over soon, and you still haven't eaten anything. I get wanting to make an entrance, but keeping everyone waiting like this isn't cute. It's kind of inconsiderate. There you are. Finally, I've been trying to get a hold of you for an hour. Sorry, dear, I was far too busy enjoying myself to look at my phone. Anyway, I didn't want to let the food just sit there, so we went ahead and started eating. They brought out the steak and sides. Everything looked absolutely amazing. And obviously, we weren't going to just let it sit there and get cold, so we helped ourselves. Oh my God, no. You mean you kept eating after I told you to stop? What did you expect us to do? The kids were starving, and honestly, so were we. You know how it is with kids. They don't care about timing. They just want to eat. And they're all hitting growth spurts right now, so let me tell you, these kids can eat. Anyway, we did what anyone would have done in our shoes. We made sure the food didn't go to waste. I mean, you planned the whole thing at a place like this. Clearly, you meant to treat. And if you're treating, then it shouldn't matter if we start without you, right? I never said I was treating you. I explicitly said I was not treating you. Well, regardless of your intentions, this was quite the treat. Everything was delicious. We had the steak, the garlic potatoes, that fancy salad with the shaved truffle. It was all really well done. It was probably the best meal I've ever had. You really went all out this year. So thank you. I'm sure you'll be glad to hear that everyone here is full and happy. You should be proud of how well everything turned out. Also, I spoke to the waiter and told him to put the whole bill under your party's name. It came out to just around $3,000. Honestly, that's a pretty reasonable price for this place. What? $3,000? A total steal, right? Anyway, I'll leave the rest to you. We're thinking about ordering coffee and maybe one more round of dessert, but we'll keep it light. Hannah, the lunch was yesterday. What? The birthday lunch. It already happened. It was yesterday. No, that can't be right. Your calendar said Sunday, B-Town location, noon. We changed the date at the last minute. We had to. The restaurant couldn't accommodate our group today. And after all the messages you sent, we realized we needed to be careful. You moved the whole thing just to avoid me? Well, I mean, yeah. That's... Seriously? You're admitting that? You weren't invited. You kept insisting. You wouldn't take no for an answer. So yes, we moved it up one day and hoped you'd finally let it go. But I saw your calendar. It said Sunday. That's not on me. How did you even see that? You had your phone out at the preschool meeting. I happened to glance over your shoulder. The calendar app was open. I saw the note with the time and place. You looked over my shoulder? I didn't think you'd care. It was right there, and I only looked for a second. Honestly, if you didn't want anyone to see it, you shouldn't have had it up during a public meeting. That was my personal phone. You had no right to do that. It's not like I broke into anything. I didn't hack you. I just connected the dots. You acted on partial information. I changed the location and the date. I updated the location in the calendar but forgot to change the day. That's on me. But the bottom line is, you were never invited. So what am I supposed to do now? The food's already been eaten, the staff thinks this is your party, and I didn't bring my wallet. You came to an expensive steakhouse, sat down uninvited, and ordered food without checking the reservation, and you didn't even bring a way to pay? I assumed you were covering it. You never said you weren't. Maybe not, but I definitely told you multiple times not to come. Yes, but you didn't say you wouldn't pay if I did. That's an important difference.
That sentence doesn't even make sense. Like, is that a grammatically correct statement?
You weren't on the guest list. You weren't welcome. You were told repeatedly not to attend, and yet you showed up anyway. Okay, fine. Can you just come here and pay it then? It's just one trip to the bank. We're talking about a $3,000 bill, Hannah. That's not something I can just casually swing by and cover on a whim. Then what do you expect me to do? Pay for it myself?
You'll have to figure something out. This isn't my problem anymore.
Where are you even? You're seriously not just around the corner.
No, we're at Wonder World. You know, the theme park 2 hours away?
Are you serious?
Yes, after we moved the lunch to Saturday, we decided to make today a full outing. Both sets of grandparents chipped in, and we wanted something memorable for the birthday weekend, and this seems like a good plan.
So you're really not coming?
We're not even in the same city.
Can I join you? I'll drive. We can catch up with you at the park.
No.
Why not? Because this was never meant to include you. None of it was.
And right now, we're getting in line for a ride. I need to go.
Wait, please, don't hang up. Chelsea, I left my wallet at home. I swear I didn't think I'd need it. Can't you just call the restaurant? Tell them you'll cover it later. My kids are getting restless, and my husband is glaring at me like I committed a crime. I didn't even tell him we weren't invited. He thinks you told us to come. Please, you can't leave me like this. Chelsea, say something. Anything. Please, I'm begging you. I'll pay you back eventually. Just not today. I'll talk to my in-laws if I have to, but they're going to kill me. Don't make me do that. Please. Please.
Hannah showed up to Jaja & Co. with her husband and 2 kids, completely convinced she was being treated. She told them they didn't need wallets since I had, allegedly, invited them and no one questioned her. They ordered without restraint, premium steak, wine pairings, dessert for 4. They laughed, toasted, and let the kids go wild with the sides. Then the check came and reality hit. No one else showed up. The bill sat on the table and they had no way to pay for it. Her husband snapped first. Accusations flew across the linen tablecloth. The children started crying. One knocked over a glass of juice. Another started running around the room and shouting at the top of her lungs. The staff stood frozen until the manager quietly stepped aside and called the police. They were escorted out 15 minutes later, still shouting. Her in-laws paid the bill, but it came with strings. She lost control of the household finances that night. The last I heard, her mother-in-law now tracks every expense, right down to the receipts, and never lets Hannah hold the credit card.
Thank you for watching. Please subscribe and hit the like button. See you next time.